In a distant land, nestled between towering mountains and dense forests, lay the kingdom of Eldoria, ruled by a tyrant known as King Eric. His oppressive reign had lasted for decades, with his iron fist crushing the hopes and dreams of the people. Taxes soared to insurmountable heights, villages were razed for the slightest defiance, and the cries of the oppressed rose daily, like a haunting hymn across the land. Among the oppressed was a young, fearless woman named Elara. Her village, once known for its lush orchards and vibrant community, had been reduced to ashes when King Eric's soldiers scourged it for harboring rebels. Her parents fell victim to his wrath, leaving her and a band of survivors to fend for themselves. Anger and grief burned within Elara, transforming her into a beacon of hope for her fellow villagers. She vowed to end Eric's tyranny. Elara was not alone in her quest. Her childhood friend, Thorn, alongside a group of villagers, joined her cause. Each had their own reason for vengeance, their collective anger forming a bond that grew stronger under the shadow of the tyrant's reign. They began their rebellion quietly, sneaking into the capital city under the cover of darkness. Leaving messages of hope and rebellion, the words for Eldoria became the battle cry of the silenced, scrawled on walls throughout the city. At first, King Eric dismissed these actions as insignificant, until they weren't. Months passed, and Elara's strategies became bolder. Her group disrupted trade routes, hijacked royal carriages, and dismantled supply lines. She had learned much from the forest, observing how even the smallest predators could bring down prey. Her tactics went beyond brute force. She inspired the people, reminding them of Eldoria's past glory and what it could become once more. In a fateful twist, Eric dispatched his most feared general, Darius, to hunt down Elara and her followers. Unknown to Eric, Darius had once been a hero to Eldoria's people, a man of honor who had fallen from grace. His heart was burdened with guilt over the king's tyrannical policies. When Darius and Elara's paths finally crossed, he saw kindred spirits. That night, as the moon bled silver through the canopy, a clandestine meeting took place. Elara, with her fiery spirit and conviction, moved Darius. He revealed to her the weaknesses within the castle walls and pledged his loyalty to their cause. Armed with newfound intelligence, Elara orchestrated a daring plan to infiltrate the castle during the midwinter festival when security would be lax. Disguised among the villagers attending the festival, her group slipped through the gates. The grand hall echoed with laughter and music, unaware of the storm brewing within its midst. As Elara and her group emerged from the crowd, chaos erupted. Torches lit the hall like stars fallen from the heavens, and the sounds of clashing steel filled the air. In the midst of the battle, Elara faced King Eric. He sneered at her, dismissing her as a mere pest, but she held her ground. Their fight mirrored the struggle of Eldoria itself, arduous and filled with pain. At the duel's climax, Elara, with a blend of skill and fate, managed to disarm Eric, bringing him to his knees. With the tyrant finally subdued, Elara demanded justice, not just for her village, but for every life lost under his brutal reign. In a final moment of redemption, Darius, who had fulfilled his promise to help end the reign of terror, stood witness as Eric was taken away by the very guards he'd once commanded so ruthlessly. Peace settled over Eldoria like the first light of dawn. With Eric's rule dismantled, the people began to rebuild, brick by brick, life by life. Elara, though deeply scarred, found solace in the community she helped restore and led with fairness and hope. The tale of Elara and the unyielding rebellion became legend, told around firesides in hushed tones. Her courage inspired generations, reminding them that even the darkest night has a dawn, and that tyranny can be overturned by the courage and unity of the many.